Hey Hebrew fans, this is Todd. I know I'm starting my video early, but I was ready to go and I figured, I'll just start it early. So anyway, really quick, as you guys know, a few days ago I posted a picture, or not a picture, a video of the Catacomb, and I was saying it's kind of ugly and yuckiness, and so some chunks, I'll just kind of fast forward it. Right. And this is a fast forward. And you can see us kind of pointing out some different defects on it that look kind of ugly, yet it was still smooth. I just felt kind of yucky about all the different little marks and stuff in there, and just how it looked. And so I ended up, oops, commercial, forget that. Anyway, you guys go back and check the video out yourself. And so I felt really bad about it, about sending someone inferior Catacomb. And so I decided, since I know the guy was going to paint it himself, I think purple or something, I decided to put a stone finish on it so it looks really cool, so that he doesn't have all that ugliness. So basically, after doing the stone finish, you can see that all the spots that used to look really ugly are now super smooth and beautiful. Now it's still drying. It won't be dry for a couple more days before it's ready to mail. So I can feel it's a little soft, but still excellent, cool paint job, and it is ready to go. Now, it's funny is all the other ones I've made tan, but this is but the bottom I paint this kind of more like this black kind of color, this darker color, dark charcoal gray or whatever. And so I had some of this left over, and so I used it just to paint the whole thing so it'd be nice and textured ahead of time. And as I was looking at it, I started thinking, I actually like, because this is the color I usually use, this right here. And I'm like, I actually like this better than the lighter color. It actually matches Snake Mountain better, having that darker kind of overtones to the rock. And so when I make mine, I'm making it this dark color. That's really cool looking. So I still have clear coats to put on it, but I just kind of wanted to show you guys what I have going on. Hey, Charles, thanks for joining me. Hey, Haga, thanks for being here. Mike, thanks for being here. Mr. Home Arcade, thanks for being here. No, rocks out, Marks. Yeah, Mr. Home Arcade, I couldn't do it. I, as you know, I like to send quality stuff, and it was just killing me to send it off that way. So because of that, I have decided from now on, I'm only going to support this in two ways. If somebody wants to buy one, either they buy it painted, and I'll give them some different options of how they want it painted, either this here or this here. They're always got to buy new paint to do it anyway. And or completely loose, the IKEA version. I'm not going to do the ones that are glued and lightly sanded because they just look horrible, because I have to do all kinds of Bondo spots and everything else. And when you look at it, it just looks like a patchwork mess. It's not really Bondo, it's plastic. But there it is. Here's the completed, except for the clear coats on it, which I will have to do next before I mail it. But yep, the magnet part works. And I'm really digging this darker color. It's funny. And Mr. Home Arcade, yours has it just on the bottom, the same shade of blackness. But I think it kind of matches the whole mountain a little better with that darker tone to it. Anyway, so the guy who's buying this, this is the first time you've seen it done. So if you are okay with this, then I will mail this out once it's all done hardening and clear coats are put on. If you're like, no, Todd, I really don't like that darker color and I just want what I ordered originally, I still have enough parts to rebuild one just the way I did. I won't use any Bondo, not Bondo, but I won't fill in any gaps or anything else so it doesn't look like patchwork. And of course, you're still stuck painting the wood part yourself because the paint job was free on this. So there you go. All right, let me look at your guys's. Yeah, I know. I don't know why I didn't think of this before. I mean, I just happened to grab the black just for the bottom to kind of give it a, kind of that three-tone look. So I had the light tan, the medium tan, and the black on the bottom. And like I said, I had extra black because I took the least amount of paint. And so when I put that on there, I'm like, that actually looks better. And so it's kind of funny how that happens to work that way. All right. Anyway, very cool. So it was just a quick update for the guy who's buying it, so he can see what it looks like before I mail it out to him. And I am digging this darker color better. And Mr. Home Arcade, I got better at the seams too. You can see that the seams are actually better than they were on yours. Sorry, man. Yours was the first one, and so I didn't quite know how to use that new glue. But if you look at my pictures, you can see that I use tons and tons of clamps now. Once in a while, you'll see a spot where you can see the edge where it combines. But you got the first one, and that was really cool because you got the first one out the door, man. But you know, you slowly improve with time. All right, I guess that's really it. Just a quick little thing. Let's see. Haga says, looks good. It looks more organic. I still think it would have been awesome if you could rough up the model a little bit and give it more natural look. It was like really carved in the mountain. Nice. It does have the cool rock feature on top, though. Ooh, ah. All right, you guys, and I got the stalactites on the bottom. If you can see all those hanging down. That's pretty much it. Now, if for some reason somebody's like, I really want one of these, I'm still kind of making them in the background. I'm not really doing it on releasing on eBay like I was before. But if you decide you do want one, it's going to be in two different versions. Either one where it's all in pieces and just gray plastic that you put together yourself, and there is some loose fit parts that you have to kind of heat up and mold together, or fully completed, painted, and I'll give you a couple options for paint. And no, purple's not one of them. It's either this darker gray or this lighter tan with multiple tones, where I put the dark gray on the bottom and the two different tones on the top. So if you decide somebody wants one saying, you know, I finally like that in that black color or dark charcoal color, and look, it's actually got different texture to it. So it's kind of a cool, it's that stone spray. And man, it takes forever to dry. I cannot believe how long it takes to dry. I put it on my 3D printer, turned the bed on, put a box on the top of it just to keep it hot. And then I take it to the other room and have a fan running on it just to bake that paint on. Mike says he might get a loose one himself. Nice. Thanks, Mr. Home Arcade. Yeah, it was cool you getting the first one. That was really cool. But like I said, I slowly, you know how it is. It's like whenever I make a custom figure, it's funny. I used to make a custom figure, and then I'd be like, oh, I could do it better. So I sell the one that I made, or somebody just asks the one I made and I end up selling it and make another one. It's usually the third one that comes out right. And this is my third painted one. So it's like, okay, that makes kind of sense why this one came out the best out of all of them. But it's funny. Most of my custom figures that I keep are usually the third build, and the other two end up getting sold. Either because somebody wants it and I said, hey, I'll sell it and make another one, or because I decide I can do it better, and then I'll sell it and make another one. Anyway, even this was, yours is just like this, Mr. Home Arcade, but this was actually a second design of this. The original design had both sides the same thickness, but I wanted to make this wider to fit better up on top. So all right, so that is all that I got. Mike says he likes the color too. Yeah, and being it's all one tone, it's pretty easy to paint it. Basically, I just use a black undercoat first, which is a primer. Then after I do the black undercoat, you can see right here, it's inside there, the black undercoat that I use. And then after I prime everything, I put this on so I don't get stone spray between the two parts. And then I just coated the whole thing with like 4 or 5 different coats of the stone spray. I just finished the last coat like an hour ago. Thanks, man. Yeah, and I've had lots of practice painting the wood. As you guys know, I've been doing the wood paint for quite a while on these doors here, so I was already pretty good at doing the wood paint. It's funny. My wife and my friends and I have been debating which one they like better. Okay, so I'll ask you guys. These are the doors that go inside Castle Grayskull on the floor. We'll call this one A, and this one's B. And I want to know, which paint job do you like better? Do you like A, this one here, ooh ah, or do you like B, this one here, ooh ah? And I'm just curious because my friends and my wife and I don't agree. Let's see. Rickster says B. Charles says B. Mr. Hallmark 8 says B. I printed this in black. This one here was made on Shapeways, so it has that white Shapeways kind of weird stuff. Nobody else wants to input what they think, A or B? So, interesting question. Is B's the one I like better too. This is my newer one that I made. I made this one, I don't know, when we, like 8 years ago, I think, when we first got the Castle Grayskulls Classics, and I had it printed on Shapeways, and I was still pretty new at doing this. This is my second one I painted. And this one here, I've painted like 9 of them since then, so I like it a lot better. But my friend, when I told him, I said, hey, I want you to check out the improvement I made from when I started to when I finished. And he thought this was the new one because it looks more weathered and old like it should for a castle. And I told him, no, this is the new one, man. He says, it looks too new. Todd, that looks way too new. That should not be inside your Castle Grayskull. But I'm like, I like this one better. It pops, it looks better. I just think it looks a lot better. But... and then my wife's the same way too. No, I like the weathered one better. Really? You like the weathered one better than this new sharp, cool one? But anyway, Jamie likes A. Look at that. It was 8 years ago. No way. That's hard to believe. Don't listen to the wife, Todd. Anyway, so the guy who's buying this, you'll get the fun part of painting your own wood piece, because I'm not going to paint that for you because there's no errors with it. It looks beautiful. And after this totally hardens and I put more clear coats on it, then I'll be mailing it out to you. So, did he actually join yet? Oh, I see. Yeah. B's nicer, but for the castle look, A. All right. Anyway, thanks for joining me. And I don't see the guy who's buying it on here yet. I know he's in a different time zone, so that makes sense. And I will talk to you guys next video. Maybe even another one tonight. I don't know. I'll see what I got going. And until then, good journey. Oh, it's cool too. Oh, man. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I just can't hide it. Oh, okay. These helmets have been going really good. It's so cool. I think I have like 4 or 5 left, but they have been selling. I told my wife I got to get downstairs and get printing, because I know people are going to want to actually get them after they pay for them. But it was so cool. I was surprised how many have already sold, so I'm pretty happy. Nice. So thanks for everyone who's been supporting the channel. Mike, thanks for all the work you've been doing on my channel. I know you do a lot. Charles, I know you keep sharing my videos. That is so cool. Mr. Home Arcade, you keep sharing the stuff I make, and you get me sales all the time, man. So it's cool that you guys have all helped me so much. And then Rickster, you're always here too for stuff, so it's cool. And Jamie, you're always sending me extra cash. That's so awesome. So it's cool the way you guys have helped me with so much of this, and I just so appreciate it. So thanks, you guys. So anyway, to that end, a good journey, and thanks again for all the support you guys have given me. And I will talk to you guys next video. Bye now. That's right. I thought that was you, Rickster. You've given me many ideas for custom figures. I thought you had a different name, though, but I guess not. Yep. I have to have one of your figures you helped me make right up here. Right up here. Oh, where is he? Oh, here he is. Oh, I dropped his axe. Dropped his axe. Bah, bah, bah. One of the figures that Rick designed that I stole the plans on. I think I used a different face than you, though, but it's very, very similar. But I got the idea from you. Oh. Nice. All right, you guys. Good journey. Bye now.